See here, I've got the finger and it's a long nail, and then this is a kind of a pointed nail, a flat nail, and then a very short nail, and this is, I don't know what kind of nail that is, probably a claw. Not a huge fact that you need to draw on every single like little wedge thingy, bend in your fingers when you're drawing the palm, but a few or a couple, or like drawing like that or something to tell them that it's the bottom of the hand is a really, really good idea. Okay, and then the top of the hand is really just the same way. Just come in here and circle, thumb, 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 finger, finger, finger. I'm just kind of, you know. And the reason that middle finger, it's obviously longer, but also it's given an extra boost because your hand is a circle, so it just kind of, and we'll just come out here and make a little bit different in the hand. That looks horrible. But it's a hand, you get it. It's a hand. Sorry, I had to pause the camera. God, I went over time again. Darn. That's alright, I'll just keep going. Hands are very, yeah. Should have expected it would take more than one video. Alright, so, got ourselves a hand. Not a perfect hand, no, but it's a hand. And I'm just going to erase the lines we used. And remember, another thing is if you can't get it all erased in the pencils, don't worry about it. You can always erase, you will probably erase all your pencil lines after you ink the picture. So, remember you have a knuckle here, a knuckle here, a knuckle here, and a knuckle here. And then you've got this knuckle kind of thing over here, but that doesn't really, that's usually what this kind of thing is. So, some people just don't define it at all. That's cool. Some people do that thing where the line comes back. They usually don't do that unless it's on like a side view or something, or almost a side view. Some people will put shading here, or just put like draw in a knuckle. You know, it's all up to you, however you want to do it. Some people put just a line there. You know, you don't have to do anything, really. And then for the nails, gosh, you can't see it. I'll draw a big nail right here. That's a finger, thank you. Remember that. And, a nail, if this is your knuckle, it comes in about halfway. Some people have really high, some people have really low, but I've seen them all the way up to this knuckle, and that just doesn't work. I've seen them all the way down here, just coming right out from the edge of the fingernail. That's not how they go. You can draw small fingernails. Some people have small fingernails. You can draw fingernails that look like they just go to the end of the finger. You can draw however you want. If you like really detailed things, you can do what I kind of did right there, and draw this kind of French thingy. And what it is everybody has it if your nails grow that long. So you have the normal color, and then when the nail detaches from your finger, it will turn white or very clear. Can't see it because my video camera is horrible. But or you could have like super long, weirdo, wacko nails. But your nails can be trimmed within a certain area, but they're not gonna go woo. That's just not what how nails grow. So remember that. Okay, cool. Side view of a fingernail also. Again, a finger. Side view of a hand really is relatively straight. Here's the knuckle, here's a knuckle, and here's the knuckle. And it really doesn't do much. Most people draw it straight anyway. You can draw these indentations to show where it is, but that's totally up to you. Some people just hate that look. Again, halfway down. It does not come all the way down. It doesn't come very far down at all. If you look at it, it's relatively up there. I mean, that's not very far at all. depending on the angle you're at. And then you can just draw, and it curves after, it really does, it curves on the nail, after the nail. That's why those people with super long fingernails come around like that. So that's why they do it, just like beaver teeth, or you know, things like that. Elephant tusks, I think, do that too. Deer antlers, I don't know, but there are things that do that. So nails are one of them. Side view of the hand, you know, when you're facing the thumb, you'll obviously draw the thumb, and then you can draw this oval thingy. Here's a thumb, here's a thumb, and then you'll draw this, and it's a little bit in because your finger starts here, and this is the end of the circle where your next finger starts. And just draw that out, and then this finger, remember to draw in between. I know it gets confusing, but, and then really, depending on the angle, that could be all you see when you see a sideways hand. You could see more, you could see less. It all depends on the angle. And then you can, what I just did there was, you can erase some of this so you can see what I'm talking about. Remember to draw curves under here. This curves back. It's not just straight line. I mean, you can draw it like that if you want to. All depends on your style. And what I did there was I went through the knuckle and then I came back, which you can kind of see how that muscle just kind of comes back, and you can see the shadow. And in manga they don't tend to use very much shadows, so they usually put lines to shade things. Remember, straight, and then put a knuckle, and then it's just kind of, it's a little curved depending on the kind of character, maybe a masculine or a chubby character or something. It all depends. And then it looks like maybe we need another finger in there. So if you look, we might have another knuckle or something in there. So if you want to, or if it's not that far, which I don't think this is going to be that big of a deal, you could just kind of do that, and it just kind of disappears behind there. And remember, this comes out because that's the bottom of your hand, and you've got this lump right here. And they're muscles, people. If you're put on a little weight, like some people like me, you might have more or you might have less. It all depends. Another thing that people make a mistake of is drawing relatively okay-sized people as very, very small hands or something like that. You can have small hands, you can have big hands. It will usually go with your size, regular size. You know, nothing really wonky should be done, because I've seen a lot of people use really small feet and really small hands, and the rest of their bodies are perfect. I've seen that in professional how to draw manga books, and they say make the feet really small, and I just have to disagree, because even when you're drawing Sailor Moon, her feet are the same size. Her feet have to be proportional, otherwise it just looks weird. And the better artist you become, the more you will get an eye for seeing those kind of little mistakes, I guess. And the better kind of critique you will be for other people and for yourself. And you always don't just stop because you can't do it. Just sit back and take a breather, okay? And, you know, even when you have an artist block, go do something else. Or when you can't figure something out, go do something else and come back and do it later. Or don't even finish it all, start something new if you just don't like it. So, back to the hand. Remember that the nails just kind of, you know, depending on how long they are, can kind of, yeah. And the thumb, this is really the only time you're going to see all the thumb from the front view. I'm running out of time. And it even won't be quite a front view, you'll kind of see more of this, I guess, depending on the angle. You you could do that. But the angle I've got this drawn out, you kind of see it like that. So that's pretty much all for hands that I can tell you. I guess in the next video I'll go over the other side of that. And then we'll go on to the rest of the body. I'm running out of time, so I will talk to you all later. Bye-bye.